All right, guys, welcome back to Another Cover Lover channel. And by now you all know what we do. Today, I got a suggestion from a guy named Buck. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, or if it is your last name. But Buck requested this a while back, and I hope Buck is still watching. And if you are, over 3 weeks, maybe a month later, I'm going to get to your request, which is he requested Liliac, which I need to make sure I get that right, because I got hammered when I got the name wrong. It's not lilac, it's a Liliac. They spell it out phonetically, and I get that. You know, I mean, if somebody mispronounced a name of a band I really love, I would probably do the same thing. So no offense taken. I got it right, Liliac. I believe that's correct, not lilac. And we're going to do their version of Rainbow in the Dark by DIO. We're going to do DIO's first, and the DIO is live because I wanted to see if I could get around the copyright a little bit, but maybe not. And that's fine. I'll just we'll see how we can get it up there. The YouTube, the DIO is the Liliac, sorry guys, is not live. It's the official cover music video, so it may get blocked. But it's from their channel, so we'll see. And the DIO is live from '93. Now he died, I believe, sometime in the 2000s. You know my brain, I don't remember when. Please tell me if you know. I can look it up, but I love when you guys interact. And so again, this is Rainbow in the Dark by DIO, and I loved DIO. I love DIO in Rainbow. I love DIO as DIO. DIO is an amazing singer, real short little guy. And he explains on one of his interviews I saw, he explains when he does this. It's from his grandmother, I think he says, Noni. Anyway. So guys, without further ado, and now I need to put this up here because I didn't remember last time. I got halfway through the video and didn't have it where you guys could see it. So here we go. DIO Rainbow in the Dark live in '93. Here we go.
A Rainbow in the Dark.
Yes. All right, guys, you know how I do. I got to pause this and make a couple comments. First of all, I don't know if you can see it up there, but Marshall stacks. How many becomes redundant after a while? And I'm not a guitar player. I have a very, very close friend who is, and I'll ask him, but man, look at those Marshall cabinets. I mean, how loud is that? How loud does he need it to be? I know this is way back before in-ears and all that stuff, but I imagine if this were today, that guy still uses that rig. And the other thing is, on the drums, is that Vinny Appice? I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I believe it is. I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. But if it is Vinny, we had an in-store with him when I worked at Fox Music, and he was amazing and funny, really funny guy. Don't know anything about where he went after, after we saw him. But I believe he was either with White Snake or these guys, DIO, or I think that may not be him, but I think it is. If it's not, I know you guys will let me know. Backed it up a little bit. Here we go.
It was cold, lost my hold to the shadows of the night. No sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark.
So, again, sorry, I said I wouldn't stop it again, but here I go. People that saw this in 93, and that was almost 30 years ago, they'll never forget that. He's such a gracious guy. I've seen lots of interviews with him. He's a really, really nice guy. And going down there up front, way up front, where he could easily be hauled off stage, he didn't care. And he's not even thinking about it. I'm thinking about it for him. Be careful, Ronnie. Here we go.
When it's golden time, we're alive. You and I, we're words without a rhyme.
Yeah. Yes.
No sign of the morning will tell me you're running up down your road like a rainbow in the dark, like a rainbow in the dark.
All right, guys, sorry. I'm going to keep backing it up. When I see interesting stuff, that's what I do. Look at the pickup he's using right here. It's a humbucker at the neck, a single coil in the middle, and a humbucker on the bridge. And I don't know that I've ever seen that. I may have, but I didn't realize I had if I have. And yeah, I don't know who this guitar player, I don't know who was playing with him at the time, but they're dark haired, right? And he's from New York. Well, Italian, but he's from New York. And I think probably all of them are. Anyway, here we go. Sorry.
When I see light red, you know it always brings me down.
Nice.
God is free, and I see that it's free, who's the last to never fall. I cry on the magic, see it floating in the air. It was fear, and you fear it, calling you beware. No sign of the morning to tell me it's into the day. You're left on your own like a rainbow, like a rainbow in the dark, like a rainbow in the dark, like a rainbow in the dark. Rainbow in the dark, no sign of the morning. You're a rainbow in the dark, 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 dark. Hey! I say you're all a rainbow. You're a rainbow in the dark.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the other one ready. A couple things I'd like to say is, first of all, I never saw a keyboard player, if there was one, then I tracked it in, but 93, he used a lot of keyboards on his stuff. So in 93, I would think he would be carrying one. I didn't see it. If there was a keyboard player on stage, correct me if there was. If there isn't, let me know. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I mean whoever the drummer is, I think it's Vinny, but whoever he was, do you overplay much? I mean, it's good. It's good, but they were all overplaying a little bit, especially guitar player and drummer. But yeah, I mean, every note every lick he had, I think he played in that song. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be ugly. It was great. It was for a live thing. It was really good. I was impressed, as good as it was, and sorry guys, not many for us to go yet. Who would think that such a big voice would come out of such a small guy, right? He literally was just a little over 5 feet tall. Amazing guy, funny, witty. I think I said this whole thing comes from his noni, his grandma, in that she used to say it's the evil eye, and she would do that to ward off the evil eye from people, and she was from Italy. And so he started doing that because of her, and then it just kind of became this thing, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm willing to be wrong, but I think he kind of did. I'm sorry, he's not this. He started this, if I'm not mistaken. The devil horns, which everybody does now, right? So anyway, love DIO, man. It's so sad. Sorry you're gone, brother. And we'll see you on the other side. I'm sure of that. Peace. All right, this is Liliac, right? Official cover music video by Liliac. And this may get blocked. They usually get unblocked several days afterwards. So if it gets blocked, you'll see it at some point. I've only seen one thing by Liliac, and it was, I think, Seven Nation Army, White Stripes cover. And they were very, very good. And that's when I learned to mispronounce their name. So it's Liliac. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, I'm going to pause this because it's what I do. And I think I'm just going to roll all the way back to the end, to the beginning, sorry, and say that they look very, very young. And I made a mistake of, I don't know if it's a mistake, but they look really young to me. And I said none of those people would be able to drink in Arkansas. And I got a correction about that there are a few band members that are over 21. I'm surprised. They all look like babies to me. The other thing I wanted to say was that look at the keyboard player. The keyboard player is playing a Juno DS, which is very similar to what I have right over there. It's a Roland FA08. And I noticed, I thought it was an FA08 at first, or an FA series. It wasn't when they zoomed in on his DS. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. They came out at the same time. Being a keyboard player, you'd think I'd know, but I bought the Roland I have because I like the weight on it, and the sounds are decent, and so it was easier to carry around with some of the options. Anyway, I'll look up the DS and find out what the difference are. But anyway, I'll start it all over again. Sorry, guys, I digress, but here we go. Let's try it again.
When there's lightning, you know it always brings
Okay. Again, sorry. But I noticed something. Why does the drummer have a Marshall stack right there, kind of aimed at her, but not at her? The keyboard player behind the keyboard player is also a Marshall stack. I'm wondering if they are sponsored by Marshall. Maybe that's why it's so prevalent. This is an official cover music video, right? It's an official video, and the keyboard players, like I said, playing a role, and there may be something else back there. And I don't know what the guitar player and the bass player playing. Obviously, the drummer's playing a sonar kit, or he's at least got the head for a sonar kit, and it sounds good. I mean, it really does sound good. And again, they're probably mixing this. This is a whole thing. I think I'd like to see them live, but none of the live stuff that I could find was any good quality. Anyway, sorry guys, I backed it up a little bit, and here we go again. Sorry.
I'll let you go when you try.
Okay, so I saw the bass amp, and it wasn't Marshall.
They hide deep inside. There's someone that you know. You're just a picture. You're an image caught in time. We're alive. You and I are worlds without rhyme. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. Just a rainbow in the dark. Yeah.
Okay, so drummer standing up is very cool. I hope she does that live. I can't tell what the guitar player's playing. I'm going to keep looking. I can't tell what the bass player's playing as far as the bass goes, but it looks like his rig is a Gallon Kruger, which is an old name, and he goes way back. So I'm really, yeah, I'm pleased and surprised that if he's playing a Gallon Kruger, that's what he's playing, and I think he is. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. I'd love to be able to see what this guitar is, but so far I haven't been able to tell. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to mention he is a great player and it's a great tone. Not live. This is not live, so I don't know, but I would assume he probably carries that tone with him wherever he goes. It's a very good tone, by the way.
When I see lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who's lost and never found.
Nice.
Feel the magic, and I feel it floating in here.
All right, so I'm going to back this up for just a minute because the right that she was playing, right symbol she was playing, looked like it said Ameda, maybe, and then the other ones look like an artist series. It could be, again, it could be wrong. When they do these official videos and they don't show like when they play live, you generally can't see what they're playing. On the visual videos, it's very, very hard. I think the bass player, first of all, the bass is bigger than he is. I couldn't really tell. Gender doesn't matter. I don't care. It's just the bass. You stand the bass up next to the person, bass is tall. And I think it is it's so hard to tell. I just don't know. I don't know what the bass is, and I'm sorry. I wish I did know, but I don't know.
Sign of the morning, hear the rainbow in dark.
Wow. Okay, so all right, I'm going to pause that there. I'm going to get this out of the way. I stand corrected on the drum on the symbols. I corrected myself. It looks like Amida or Almeida or something like that, and the hi-hats were definitely that. The ride was that. I'm assuming that the crash that she had was that as well. So correct me if I'm wrong. And I know there's a lot of fans of this band out there, and I know you guys know everything. And I'd like to know what kind of guitar he's playing. I'd like to know the bass. Couldn't tell. I mean, it almost looked like the Charvel logo, but I didn't know they made basses, and I don't think they do. So it looks like a Fender. It has the head stuck up a Fender, in my opinion. We know what the keyboard player's playing. I know what the drummer's playing. The singer, the girl, it was freaking amazing. I mean, such a good job. And again, it's done in studio and it's all that. I love to see her live. But wow, I'm amazed. Love this band. I hope you like this. If you like this channel and the way that I do things, where I take a cover and I do, or I take the original and I do a cover of it, or sometimes I will actually do cover to cover because I can't find a good enough original, or I'm afraid it'll get blocked. If you like this format, please hit like. If you like this video, hit like. If you like Liliac, if you like DIO, I'm gonna get mail. I'm gonna get mail. Here we go. I'm teasing. If you liked all of that stuff, please hit like. Subscribe to the channel because I'm learning like you guys are learning. I started this channel just to be fun for me. And now it's become this big thing where people are making great suggestions like this one. This is from Buck. Again, Buck is, I think your last name started with an F. I don't remember, FRNK, something like that. Thank you. And guys, know that if you send suggestions in, I'll get to as many as I can. I may not necessarily get to all the ones that you suggested, but I'll at least get one or two out of what you suggested. So send them in, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I have new videos coming out. Share with your friends because, again, this is kind of a unique idea. And I'm not being prideful when I say that. I've had people tell me it's a different idea they haven't seen yet, and they seem to enjoy it. So share with your friends because your friends probably like you and you like them. I don't know what any of that means. I'm rambling by this point. Comment down below about anything I've said. I'd love to know more about this band and instruments, what they play, what the best live venue is to see them at would be good, and a little bit of their history. And I love it. And also, if you have negative things to say about, not negative, but if you don't like the channel, if you think I should go in a different direction, whatever, please comment down below. I may not agree with you, but I'll at least read them. And also, just don't say anything nasty or mean because I totally will delete those. I've not had anything like that happen yet. I've had a few ones that I felt like, maybe not personal attacks, but they just didn't care for the channel. Fine, that's fine. There's a billion other YouTube channels you can watch. Comment down below. Don't be mean, don't be nasty, and goodbye and peace. Loved it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Buck.